All right. We are going to start out by Googling source record OBS, and you will almost 100% find this at the very top. Click in here. We have a few options for download. By the way, this guy, Exeldro, apparently he makes a bunch of plugins, so he's kind of one of the more trusted names in putting together stuff for OBS. So I don't know him personally. I don't know of him, but I've just seen some guys say, "Oh, this was made by Exeldro." Of course, he's amazing. So we're gonna go download, and we're gonna get a few options. We want the Windows installer. I think you can just move the files manually and all that, but it's easier just to hit the installer. I'm gonna save. I probably already have it. I've definitely installed this before. And then extract all. I already have in here. Okay, so then you go through the process, install, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's gonna make me close this and everything. So we're gonna skip that because I already have that done. But then once you have that, we're gonna jump into OBS. And right now I am recording on my desktop. Just basically I have one view that just records the desktop. And I have, is this just display capture? Yeah. So on this scene, I will go into the filters. And so once you've installed it, I'll add this, and there will be a source record filter here. So rather than create a new one, I'm going to just open up the one I already have. But once I'm in here, I can take a look. I'm going to try and expand this up just a little bit. And you can select when it does this, where it just on my desktop, only this, none of these other, sorry, over here, display capture. Only on this display capture is it going to run this plugin. And so when I add this on here, I will say, okay, only when I'm recording. Now I could have this automatically make a copy of my gaming if I wanted to on streaming. So I could either say streaming, recording, or streaming or recording. And you just specify a spot. So right now everything saves to my SSD. I move stuff over, but I have a special folder that's called desktop only that saves that. So if I open that up, go to my videos, desktop only, and anytime I've recorded just this scene and just done recording, it will throw a file in here that's only what's going on my desktop. So that way, if I do a tutorial or something, it won't have my voice. I think there is a way to add sound, but you have to do it manually. Otherwise, I think it does no sound automatically, and that is going to be somewhere right here, different audio. I think I have this checked so that it captures desktop audio as my source, which I have. This is kind of like the default audio sources. I know most people say delete your sources and only add them as needed. I think that's probably the better way to go, but I haven't done that on this install. So anyways, if you do want your audio, it'll be done here. So back up to this. I did just change the naming a little bit. So in case I need to search the file name, I have desktop_OBS. It saves to the spot, and then the recording format is MKV. And I cannot remember, but I think I didn't specify this, and it wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why. And it's because me being a dummy didn't specify a recording format. MKV, I'd say, is the way to go. That's what OBS does by default. Anyways, the reason why it does MKV and not MP4 is because if your stream crashes or OBS crashes or whatever crashes, your file will be recoverable, because it's sort of it's like an additive file that keeps adding, and if something happens, it abruptly stops, then you can still recover that. Whereas if it's MP4, it doesn't have that wrap up process to encapsulate and capture the video. MKV is the best way to go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You can specify some settings if you are doing this on a stream basis, but we're not using that. We're just going to record, because even though we are streaming, if you're recording your streams anyways, that's in my case, I usually hit these two buttons, start streaming, start recording. When I go live, But even if you're not, maybe you're going to do this offline, it's still a good idea to, just have it set to recording. Or you can do both. So then that's pretty much it. I think that's the only thing I had to do. Just other than that, you have to test it out. I may have changed this encoder, but if I did, I think I set it to whatever I had behind the scenes. Although 2500 sounds low. So maybe I'm under recording this. Maybe it should be whatever I have, which I think is like 6000. You can mess with that. But that's pretty much it. Once you do that, anytime you start recording, it should be recording 2 files. So going back into my videos, again, it's probably take a second to load. These are all my regular ones, all my regular VODs. These will be, my gameplay with my face, my music and everything. But these will be only my desktop, and it'll only have my desktop audio in here. No music from Spotify or anything like that. So hope that's handy. Yep. And thanks.